Hey friends, how are you all? I hope you're fine. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Hunger Rush with Ashi. Yeah, I know. I've changed my name to Hunger Rush with Ashi from Hunger Rush. Anyways, let's get to the point. Today I've brought for you a very special recipe. Well, all my recipes are special. Anyways, as I promised you before that we'll be doing a series on mango recipes. So this is another one of those recipes where I will show you how to cook with mangoes. I've had promised you previously that I would do a recipe of chicken with mango, that is mango chicken. But I decided that the egg recipe would be more versatile for people who do not eat chicken. Even they can eat it. So you can replace the egg with chicken, and if you do that, what you have to do is you have to, after washing the chicken, you have to marinate it for at least half an hour with salt, pepper and vinegar. After the marination is complete, just saute the chicken a little bit in the pan, take it off from the heat and then start cooking the gravy. Now without wasting any more time, let's get to the recipe. And if you like this recipe, do not forget to give a thumbs up. Do share my recipes with everyone, and also if you are new to this channel, please do subscribe. Thank you. Let's get cooking. So the first thing we'll do is fry some eggs. Now I have already boiled 6 eggs over here. I'll just lightly fry them in the pan. I'm using mustard oil, so I'll just use 2 tablespoons for now and let it heat. Now everything has to be done on low flame because as you can see, I'm using a steel utensil. I don't want it to burn. My pan is already hot. I can see it very well. So I'll work very carefully. I'll lower the temperature even more. As you know, eggs tend to crack a lot. What I've done is I'll just take an egg and make gashes in it so that it doesn't crack so much. My intention is not to fry the eggs very deeply. I'll just fry them very lightly to make it a slightly golden color. It's been around half a minute I've been frying my eggs. I do not want to fry this a lot, so I'll just, in a few more seconds, I'll take it out of my pan. That's Shit, I'll take it out from my pack. Once I've taken my eggs out of the pan, I need to put in my jeera seeds or cumin seeds. So I'll just put a little bit. You can see it's crackling. I will also put in 1 more tablespoon of mustard oil. I should have done it before, but anyways. I just let the seeds crackle a bit before I add my next ingredient. This needs to burn in order to bring out the aroma. I can already get the aroma. As you can see, my seeds are already crackling. So what I do next is I'll add my onion paste. So I'll very carefully, this is very hot, so I'll just very carefully add my onion paste. Always remember to add a tiny pinch of salt in the onion so that it doesn't, crackle so much. Once my onions are giving out a lovely fried onion aroma, I'll just push it to the side, and in the oil that's there, I'll put in my garlic. The garlic should always go in the oil because then it gives out a better flavor to the whole thing. I can't even express the beautiful aroma that's coming out from this. This is the onion juices that I added. I'll let this simmer for some time. The next thing I will add is my, this is a paste I have made from 1 teaspoon coriander powder, 1 teaspoon ginger powder. I use ginger powder, not paste. So 1 teaspoon ginger powder, half a teaspoon chili powder, half a teaspoon turmeric powder, and 1 teaspoon red chili powder, that is Kashmiri mirch. So and I've added just a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of water to make this a paste. If you make this previously, before you start out cooking, then what happens is the powderiness of this, masalas, they'll blend out well in the water. So I'll just add this. And I'll start the heat again. I just need to fry the masalas really well. My masalas have started giving out a lovely aroma, but I need to cook it a little bit more. Now that my masalas are a little bit cooked, I'll just sprinkle some water on this and I'll cook it some more. You can see the oil has started to come out from the masalas. I'm sorry if there is a lot of fume that is obstructing the view. Okay, I'm done with this portion. The next thing that I'll add is my special ingredient. So here is my special ingredient. This is the pulp of a single ripe mango. I have just chopped mangoes roughly into pieces and made a pulp in the mixer. I'll just add this at this stage. Now remember, since I'm using an induction cooktop, I have just switched off the flame for now. I've paused the flame. I start it again and I'll start mixing this. This is going to form the main base of my gravy. Now, as you have seen, I have not added salt yet. I will do that now. I'll add salt as per my taste. So I've added about a half a teaspoon. And the mangoes are not very sweet. So I've just tasted the mango. So I'll use some sugar. This is again approximately a teaspoon. I'll start mixing in my salt and sugar. And as you see, the gravy is coming together already. There's onion garlic paste and the mango pulp, which is creating a delicious gravy. I'm sure you're going to love this recipe. The gravy starts boiling, as you can see. At this stage, I'll add my next ingredient. So my next ingredient is milk. Around 3/4 of a cup, half a cup, not 3/4, that's gonna be too much. So now, as you know, mango has a lot of citric acid in it, so the milk will split, but don't worry, it's going to give you a creamy texture to your gravy. I'm going to use my larger spatula, my longer one rather, because it's boiling. You can see how creamy it has become. Just let it cook for some time. So my gravy is almost cooked at this stage, but I do need to add a few more ingredients. Keep watching for that. At this stage, I'll add in my eggs. The next thing that I will add is a cube of cheese that I've chopped into tiny pieces. It will melt in the pan, so nothing to worry. I'll add half a teaspoon of garam masala, not a lot. And I will also add about 1.5 teaspoon of butter. I'll just stir everything and bring it all together. I'll just wait for the butter and cheese to melt and create the delicious gooey aroma. Okay, please remember to grate your cheese so that it doesn't give you trouble like mine is giving me. But it is giving out a delicious aroma already. And my mango eggs are almost done. But before I take it down from the pan, what I'm going to do is sprinkle some kasuri methi, which I have roasted and crushed onto the pan. Just before taking it down, I'm going to use my kasuri methi. This will give you the exact dhaba style feeling and smell to the entire thing. So my mango eggs are ready to be served. So here is my mango egg recipe, served fresh for you. Doesn't it look delicious? But just to add to this beautiful look, I want to add another thing. I had kept aside a few slices of chopped mangoes, a few pieces, so I'll just garnish it with that. See? That's it. Don't they look delicious? I'm sure it tastes delicious too. Do make it and let me know how it turned out. If you like my video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Do share my videos with all your friends and help me grow. And definitely, if you're a new subscriber, do subscribe to my channel. Don't forget. Bye bye.